Hi guys, welcome to Style Made Simple. I'm Michael King. Now in my last episode I covered the 6 key things to focus on to get the best fitting suit possible. Now in this episode I'm going to be continuing with suits, but this time I'll be focusing on how to accessorise with ties and pocket squares. Specifically the 4 main tie knots that are available and the 6 pocket square folds. I'll show you how to perform each and what occasions to use them for. We'll start off with the ties. First up is the 4-in-hand knot. This is one of the most common knots due to its slender and versatile nature and can be worn for both casual and formal occasions, leaning more towards the more casual due to its unsymmetrical nature. Now to perform this knot, you start with the wide end of the tie on the right and the small end on the left. Begin with the small end slightly above your belly button, but this will vary depending on your height and the length and thickness of your tie. Only move the active right hand side. Now wide end over the small end to the left. You then go under the small end, back to the right, across the front again to the left. You then pull the wide end up and into the neck loop from underneath, and then down back through the loop you've just made in the front. You then tighten the knot by pulling either side to reach your desired knot shape. Next up is the half Windsor knot. A more elegant knot than the 4-in-hand, this knot leans more towards the formal due to its elegant and slightly asymmetrical finish. To perform this knot, you start with the wide end of the tie on the right and the small end on the left, only moving the active wide end. So first, wide end over the small end to the left and under the small end back to the right. Up towards the centre neck and down through the loop and then to the left. Pull across the front and over to the right, back up through the neck loop, and then down through the hole you've created to finish. Pull and adjust accordingly till you're happy with the finish, and you may need to play around with the length as well. And that is the finish item. Next we have the Windsor knot, which is my preferred knot due to its symmetrical triangular finish. I feel it works equally well for both casual and formal, providing you don't have the knot too large. Now to perform this knot, you start with the wide end of the tie to the right and the small end on the left. Only move the active wide end. So first, it's the wide end over to the left, back under to the right, and then looping down and through from the front to back, pulling it to the right. Now looping back over to the left, up and under from behind, and then using your fingers to make a bit of the hole, back down and through, and then adjusting till you are happy with the size and shape. And that is the finished Windsor knot. Finally, we have the Prince Albert knot, normally reserved for formal occasions due to its charismatic and slightly regal finish. To perform this knot, you start with the wide end of the tie on the right and the small end on the left, only moving the active wide end. So first you cross over the front to the left and then back under to the right, keeping your 2 fingers on the main knot here. You then cross back from right to left, under, and again right to left over the knot and back under. From here, pull under, up and through. Now the key here, and why you've got your fingers there, is pulling the wide end back through both of the knots and then adjust accordingly for your length and finish. And that is the finished Prince Albert knot. There are many knots available to choose, ranging from the simple to the adventurous. These 4 were just the knots that I alternate between depending on the occasion. Now a great way to complete any suit is with a pocket square. Fortunately these are back in fashion again, which is a strange thing to say as in my opinion they're a timeless classic and should always be worn to add the finishing touches to any outfit. Now here are the 6 main folds that I will alternate between depending on the occasion and the suit itself. First up is the square fold, as simple as you can get and ideal for any business occasion when trying to keep it understated. For this, you simply fold the pocket square. Depending on the size, you may need to fold it a few more times, but fold it in half first. Then in half again. Fold in half once more. And then finally in half once more. Then all you're doing is simply tucking it into the pocket and play around just a little until you're happy with the square finish. Now a little trick for this is that you can actually fold it around a piece of card that is the same shape as your pocket to keep it a bit more rigid and make it a bit more easier to fold. Next is the 1-point fold. Again, very simple to perform and equally as suited for the office as it is for the bar, with a single point emerging from the pocket. Now for this, take your pocket square, you fold the bottom up towards the top, creating a triangle. Fold one corner in, like so. Folding the other corner in, like so, to create your point. You then just need to tuck your pocket square in, play around a little until you're happy, finishing with your 1-point fold. Next we have the 2-point fold, which as you can guess has 2 points emerging from the pocket. It's a very similar process to the 1 fold, but rather than having the 2 points meet in the middle, you have them slightly apart to provide your 2 points. For this, simply take your square and fold one corner up towards the other, creating your 2 points. You then, just like before, fold one end in that side, fold the other end in that side, so you have your 2 points. Then tuck into your pocket and adjust accordingly until you have your 2-point fold. The next logical step up from this is, as you've guessed it, the 3-point fold. Again, this can be worn for both business or casual, depending how adventurous you're feeling. A very similar process to the 2-point, but rather than having the 2 points, you're creating the 3. So folding in half, taking the bottom up towards the top, like so. There's your first 2 points. Then taking this bottom corner, fold that up like so, and you now have your 3 points. Now just taking this end and wrapping it back round a little, you then want to tuck in as so, and you're just going to want to play around it a little until you're happy with how the 3 points come out, and there should be your 3-point fold. Moving away from the point finishes, we next have the puff fold. This is my favourite for casual occasions rather than for the office, and it's very easy to do. Now you simply take your pocket square, pinch in the middle and pull the tips down, twist at the bottom and then bunch them at there, and then all you simply need to do is poke into your pocket square and adjust it accordingly, and there is your finished puff fold. Lastly, we have the DUNAWAY fold. Very similar to the puff fold, except for how you place it into your pocket. Again, pinch a square in the middle and pull the tips down. Twist the edges and then fold the bottom up on itself. You want to make sure that the tips are revealed, like so, and then simply pop into your pocket and then tweak until you're happy with the end. This fold is great for casual occasions and adds a great bit of flair to any suit. Just like the ties, there are many folds available for you to play around with. These are just my preferred choices. Now when it comes to colour and style, this is more of a personal taste. I will usually try and match my pocket square with my shirt colour if the pocket square is of a single standard colour. However, if the pocket square is patterned, like here, then I will usually match it with my tie. But this is entirely up to you. Play around with the different folds and combinations until you're happy with how it looks. Now, one last point to note when it comes to accessorising. By all means, add in a tie clip, but only if you're not wearing a waistcoat. Too often I see guys wearing a waistcoat and a tie clip. Now, the whole purpose of the tie clip is to hold your tie in place. If you're wearing a waistcoat, your tie has already been held in place, so you don't need the clip as well. Now that's it for this video. As usual, if you don't want to miss out on my new videos, then make sure to hit that subscribe button and then the little bell icon to be notified of when my new videos are live. Let me know in the comments what your favourite knots and folds are and if there's any I've missed out that you would recommend. If you have any questions and what else you'd like me to cover in future videos, then comment below, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram too. Now for looks and style inspiration, it's Style Made Simple Official, or for my personal account, it's Mike UK18. I'll see you guys next time with new videos.